Hi everybody, it's Michelle and today I have a plan with me video. We are going to be planning on my huge iPad Pro in my digital planner, and right now it is connected to a keyboard, so I am going to take that off. Just disconnect it, pull it out, kind of squeezes in there. I love this keyboard. Sometimes I use this iPad as a laptop kind of replacement. So this keyboard works really great. It's this Fenty and it matches perfect with my gold iPad. So now we are looking at my monthly calendar in my planner, which this is my planner and I'm using the GoodNotes app. So the planner is just imported into GoodNotes and that is where I use it. And you can see it looks pretty blank. This is not accurate. This is why last week I was a little behind because baby girl got the flu and it was awful. She was getting better and I sent her back to school. She had a relapse, came home, and now finally today she's maybe not 100%, but she's about 95%. So that kind of put a damper on my digital planning for last week, but I do have everything in my phone. And I can actually show my phone today because I am filming on my trusty little iPod Touch, which I haven't used in about a year because it has a cracked screen, but it still works totally fine. And this is my phone. My phone goes with me everywhere that I go, so everything is in here. I use Calangoo, which I will show you. It looks like this. This is just a big version of it. I've used this app for years. They have an Android version and an iOS version. It is a paid app, and I honestly do not remember how much it cost. And I can't really go back and look it up because once you purchase something in the Play Store, it doesn't show you the price anymore. So I'm not sure how much it was. It may have been somewhere between $4.99 to $7.99. I'm not sure. But it's totally worth every penny that you pay for it, because it will sync across every device. You can put all your calendars on here. Of course, it syncs with your Google Calendars. You can also add in Evernote notes because it will link with your Evernote account also. And they will show up on your agenda here. If they have a reminder in Evernote, so if they actually have a date on the note, it will show up on whatever date on your calendar. So I have it with me always. And I have a widget on my home screen, on the screen here, that shows me my whole task list and any appointments that I have for the day. So I use this every day. Some days that's where I put in all my tasks, and I can do all of my recurring tasks and have reminders, and it's all set up through this calendar app on my phone and on my iPads. Well, back to the digital planner. So let's go back. So I'm not even going to worry about filling this in and going over that because I just don't even really care. I'm just going to skip over the missing parts. This is this week. So here's today on Monday, and I'm going to go ahead and decorate it up some, put in the appointments that I know about, and I'm going to put in the things that I have already scheduled onto my calendar here on the digital calendar. And another thing that I have been doing is adding in all of my paper planning. Wherever I decide to plan for that week, I just snap a picture and put it in here so I have everything all in one place. Because sometimes with the paper planning, I can get really kind of sporadic and switch from here to there. You guys know how it is, or you girls know how it is with the paper planning. You see all the pretty things and you want to use it. So I was using my personal size ring planner, which I'm not using right now. It was between that and the Hobonichi Weeks, which I have right here. I'm waiting for a nice cover to come in the mail, but I'm not going to be using this week. I will go back at the end of the week and just kind of fill in. I'll go ahead and decorate for this week and kind of go back and fill in because I don't want to have blank pages if possible, because when I do go back to using it, I don't like to have the blank pages. So even if it's just filling in quotes or something. I want to have that in there. So this is my weeks. I decided for February to use the Cocoa Daisy standard size book, the Daisy Dory, and this I'm using as a bullet journal, which I have done in the past. So each month is just like its own separate little bullet journal, and that is what I'm using for this week. So I have this tucked into a traveler's notebook with my wallet stuff. So for February, this is what I plan to go with. So I may be snapping photos of these pages and putting them into this planner whenever these pages are done. So what I did for last week was I did take some pictures, and I'm going to add in some blank pages so that I can add in my happy planner, which is my memory planner, and the Hobonichi Weeks, because I did use that for planning last week. So I'm just looking at all my thumbnails here. Every page in the planner comes up here. And I am going to put in 2 blank pages behind last week's spread. So I'm just going to add, I already have the pages copied. Well, let me show you how I do that actually. I go to the very bottom of the planner behind tab 6, and I get the blank page. I edit and select that, copy. So you just copy whatever page you want from any of these back pages that are in the bonus section. And I'm going to go up here, hit done, add, paste the copied page, paste the copied page. So I put 2 in and done. So now this is last week, and now I have these 2 blank pages, which I'm going to add in the snapshots from my paper planners. So if you drag up, and I'm going to open up my Google Photos over here. I'm going to find the snapshots I took with my phone. And here is my happy planner. And then I'm going to long press it and drag it over. Let me crop it. Every time I try to take pictures of my planner pages, they never come out straight. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. So I just crop it straight, and it still might look a little crooked on the page, but that's okay. And I don't know why it makes it small when it does that. And then I just kind of size it to fit on here. There you go. And now the other side. And drag that. Let's crop this one. And I'm loving using my happy planner and using up all those stickers. I didn't add any pictures to last week's spread because I could not get my little LG printer to work, and I didn't feel like using my selfie, my Canon selfie. So no photos from last week, but that's okay. It was kind of a crazy week with having the flu in the house. And on top of that, we had doctor's appointments, which were already scheduled, that I still had to try to get people to their doctor's appointments, and with baby girl at home sick. So there's my happy planner, and I'll come back and kind of spruce that up in a minute. And then also my Hobonichi. I think I wanted this one. Let's see. No, that looks blurry. That's really blurry. There we go. I'll use that one. Okay. Drag this over here. This is so simple to do now with the new iOS version. Just going to crop it so I only have that one side. I love the weeks, but it always throws a monkey wrench in my plans because I want to use it, but then it doesn't go with too many other things, and there's not really a lot of space in there. Even though I can fit so much in, I can't fit in everything that I want. Let's get the other side. which is why for this month I'm back to using a standard size traveler's notebook. Let's crop this because I love using my Cocoa Daisy planner kits. They're always so pretty. And I am just sizing this to fit on here the way that I want. And then I forgot I do have my digital planning from my planner, from my the calendar I just showed you, my digital calendar on my phone. I pull up the agenda and I take a screenshot. So it shows all of the tasks and appointments and things that I had in my phone for the week. So we are going to add in one more page to add that on. This way, even though I don't have any other planning in here, I do have everything that I put on paper for last week. So when I go back and look at my digital planner, it's all right here, all together. And that is, I love that idea, because when you're switching out paper planners constantly, you never remember where you put things, and that can cause a lot of problems when you're looking for something specific. So we are going to add that in here. This one first. Let's crop that. I like to crop out these marks from the just those top edges. I don't need that. And make that a little bigger. And a second. I don't think that's going to fit on there. I might have to put the other one on the other side. Okay. Put it over here. It depends on how many notes, because I do keep notes in my digital calendar in this Calendar app. Each day I usually do like an event for, oh, let me take out the second. I forgot. I usually do like an event for each day, and I label it notes, and I write in notes there for when I do not have my planner with me, and I always have my phone, so it's written in there. I'm going to come back and kind of crop that in a minute. Okay, I've cropped that, and I do have some extra space here at the bottom and over here where I can write in additional notes if I want to for last week. So you see, when I come in each week, not only am I looking at what's happening for this coming week, I'm coming in and putting in all this information from last week so that I can be sure that it's all together. So I'm just going to clean up these edges by kind of doing lines around the images just to make it look a little bit cleaner. So I put it all the way up to 10 points, and I do a straight line so I can just kind of do this. And this is just for me. You don't have to, do this. I just like to kind of make it look a little bit neater. And then if I wanted to, I can go through and look and see if there's any pictures from last week that I want to add in my planner, and I can do that. But I don't think so. Things were kind of crazy around here between the sickness and all the other doctor's appointments that were scheduled, so I didn't really take pictures of anything. And then I usually like to type in it's still connected to my keyboard, so I will do that in a minute. Because it's not popping this up, it's connected to the keyboard. I usually put in Happy Planner week. This was week 5? Week 5. Yes, because that was week 4 last week. See, here's all my paper. This was from my Calendar app. This was my weeks. And then I had some other just on a notebook that I had planned in here, more from the Calendar app. So that is all there. So everything from last week is now in here. Let's do the lines on here. I loved the spread in my Hobonichi Weeks last week. I used a bunch of Mambi stickers in there, and I love the colors. It was just really nice to look at. Let me just finish this off, because if I don't do it right now, I will forget to do it later. So that is a very good use of your digital planner, even if you just wanted to come in and kind of take a look back at the week before to keep track of everything. So moving on to this week. First, let's look at our monthly calendar. I need to get my stuff put on there. Let's see what we got going on. I have everything in my phone, but let's see what we got. Let's just open it up here. And I am just looking at my paper planner. Let's move this back down. I like to use 2.5 or 2.6. And I sent out a freebie this day for my customers. It was a freebie insert to add to the planner. My husband had a doctor's appointment. There. Okay, yeah, the other appointments were actually in January. I try to keep track of my husband's work schedule. On the bottom, I just write it in here, and then I circle it whenever it's completed, the day's completed. I have a meeting at the school on Friday. That is the only meeting I have scheduled this week. Thank goodness, because the next week is crazy. I'm doing my big shopping this day. That's just what I'd call the day of the month where I go and I really stock up on a bunch of things. My husband has a dentist appointment here. And my monthly calendar, monthly view is, for an overall view. On Valentine's Day, I have to go to an art meeting. I have volunteered to be a surrogate parent for one of the school districts. So I have meetings for 4 kids. I have 4 kids that I'm volunteering for. And they have a meeting that morning. The kids have the dentist the next day. And then my husband has injections this day for his back. It is going to be a crazy week next week. No school, I already have that there, and I think that's it that I know so far for this month. I have no decoration on here at all. So how about I show you my sticker book, and I'm going to add some Valentine's Day decorations. Okay, I have my sticker book open, and these are the Valentine's decorations that actually come with the planner, the stickers. I will be going through and looking at my old sticker book, the way I used to have it, and it was really disorganized, and I'm going to be adding all of those stickers that I've accumulated in that other notebook and adding them to this one so everything can be organized, and I will show you how I do that in a separate video. So for this, let's do this Happy Valentine's Day and put that actually on Valentine's Day. So I just hit the lasso, just kind of lassoed that one, hit copy, and we're going to go over and paste it on here. I'm going to resize it, make it a little smaller since I already have something that day. Add that there. And let's see. I like this. We'll add that just to give it some decoration here and there. Paste another one, and let's move this around. No, let's put it up here. No, let's see what else we got. What should I put? Do we need a big heart? We want pink hearts or red hearts? Let's do, oh, I like these hearts. I have stickers that look a lot like that, real stickers. Let's resize that, make that a little smaller so I can stick it up there. Let's make a big pink line. Let's make it lighter. Make a straight line. I'm just going to kind of do that. I don't like that pink. That doesn't go with it. Let's see. The really light one. Let's undo that. That's too pink. Maybe that's kind of a coral reddish. That's better. That goes with these. Uh-oh. Digital planning is very forgiving when you can just hit undo or erase. Okay, what else? Let's mark through here because these are empty days. And that's it for the monthly calendar, I think. Oh, let me highlight that so I can remember. Let's highlight it with light yellow. Oh, that's too big. Just to make that stand out so I remember. Uh-oh, I had the straight line on. Be careful of that because it'll make your stuff look like chicken scratch if you're trying to write. And you have that straight line on. It just will not work out. So my month is done. Let's go to the week and put in what we know. Of course, first let me do my highlights. Let's do the pink. I'm going to do that same and put it all the way up to 40, straight line. I just like to highlight the days just to make those stand out. And I'm going to do my line, put it back to 2.5. And I just like to do my little squiggly line to separate out. Straight line on, see? My squiggly line to separate out the weekend. Let's put in a weekend banner. Let's find one. I think I have them under functional. Let's see, there we go. Which one do I want? None of them match. So I'm just going to use that one, I think, because none of them really match. Let's paste. We're going to resize that up here. Okay. So this week, all I have is this meeting, which is right here at 8 o'clock, the school meeting. And it should only take about an hour. And I'm not going to fill in my little sidebar because I don't do that until I actually have spent the time and I know how long it took. Other than that, I know I'm going to the school here to drop the kids off and to pick them up here. That is the same every day. And we'll see if this week I can do better about keeping track of my time, because I do have it in this book to where I can keep this and I can have it here and then transfer it over. If I'm not around my iPad, I can always put it in that book so I don't forget. This serves as a brutal reminder to me when I'm not getting enough work done, because it will show me in living color what I've been doing, because pink is work. So if I see pink on my weekly spread, I know I've been working and getting a lot of work done. So that that's it. Otherwise, I know tonight is, let's use that one. Tonight is The Bachelor, and I am a serious Bachelor junkie. I can't help it. I love the show. It is the only reality TV show that I really watch. Oh, let me just undo that. That's only till 9. And this season is pretty good so far. The girls are, woo, something else. And Thursday night is my TV night where I watch Grey's, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. And that's all I really care about on TV. I watch TV those 2 nights. Otherwise, I'll just binge watch whatever. So that is that. And what else? Nothing else going on. Oh, tomorrow I will be shopping. And I like to do that early. So I'm going to go ahead and write it in gray, because when I'm not sure, I write it in gray. Like the school meeting, that's a set meeting. So I'll put it in red. But if it's somewhere that I'm not sure if I'm going to do it that day, or if it can be put off or rescheduled, I will do it in gray. That way I know that it's flexible. Right now I am filming a video, so I'm going to put that in pink. It's Monday morning, and I will be editing and so forth after this. And I'll fill in my sidebar when I'm done, depending on how much time it took. And while I'm watching The Bachelor, I like to try to work on a blog post, so I will do that. I'll write that in there too. And the blog is actually on the shop. I used to have a separate blog where it was just the blog, but now since the shop is open, it has a blog feature, so I blog over at the shop now. So there. And what else? I can't think of anything else. I'm still trying to, get my bearings back. My daughter will be back at the house, I think, on Wednesday, so let me write that in. She's been gone for a week. She's back and forth here, between here and another house. But I think she's coming back this day. Question mark, because I'm not sure. And let's see, I think that's it for the week. I don't really want to plan too much else out. I have a lot of paperwork and administrative kind of things that I need to get taken care of, which I'm going to do that today. Let me write that in. Let me put it in pink, admin. And tomorrow, after shopping, I'll work on admin. And I think that's it, folks. So I have this week planned out. I have it there, and then let me show you how I have it here. I have it here so that I can just jot it in when I have my traveler's notebook. I have my monthly stuff I need for work. I'll plot it out there in the middle, and then I just take daily notes in the book. But I did put in some weeks here. I have my monthly calendar. This is my bill stuff there. And we're going to see how it goes with this. I really enjoyed doing it this way before, so that's why I went ahead and went back to it. I'm looking forward to the March kit that's coming out because it's so pretty, so colorful. It's going to have peacocks. It's going to be really nice. So this book goes in here. For right now, I'm just using this Prima Traveler's Notebook because I wanted all these card slots here. It has so many card slots. And I have my book. This is where I keep like long-term notes and things projects that I'm working on. So when I'm in the Traveler's Notebook, this is where I jot those notes down. This one goes here. And this is just a book I put in here to jot down. There's nothing here yet because I'm going to start putting in the info. This is for recipes because I did buy an Instant Pot and I love it. And I've been watching YouTube videos and getting some recipes, so I'm going to start jotting those down here. So I have them all in this one place. And I just put in some magazine clippings here on the cover to decorate that. In the back, this book is an old Moleskine. I cut it down to fit the standard size, and it's been a bullet journal so many times back and forth, and I just decided to finish off the book with just jotting in scribbles on anything that I need to just scratch, write down real quick, because I have these remaining pages, because I cannot throw anything away. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to use it for that, and then I do have just this notebook paper kind of slotted in the middle for extra scratch paper. So this book is just a scratch paper book right there. My recipes, my monthly bullet journal, and my project notebook up here with this dashboard that I made. And I put in the Cocoa Daisy papers to match, so everything's all matchy-matchy. And there you go. So this is this week's setup with my calendar set up for the month, and that's it. If you have any questions about any of this, just put it down below in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed and you like videos like this. And if you want to be sure to get notified about future videos, hit that notification bell. And then your phone or iPad or whatever you're using will give you a little notification whenever I put a new video out. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.